Welcome back to Edgework, part of the Hammer Betting Network, presented by FanDuel. I'm Zack Phillips, joined here on this Friday morning by Alex Moretto and So Money. Coming off a demoralizing anytime goal parlay result last night, we went the reverse. If you do the Pizzola no goals, and if you did that for our 6 anytime goal scorers last night, you would have had yourself a good night. 6-6 or 6-0, I guess, if you went on the no. 0-6 if you tailed us on the goal scorers. Yes, rough night for us there, boys. Rough night. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't put Sam's pick into the ATG.
Who did Sam's guy score?
No, I don't
Did he
think so.
send
I'm pretty
late?
sure it was Barrett Hayton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he scored either, but
Right.
yeah, it was tough. You think it's time maybe we have to shake this up? The anytime goals out, and we go with something like player points or props or something?
No,
We just do no?
we're not. What are we, quitters? We're gonna keep driving this home until we hit one. Once we hit one, whatever, I don't care. We need to hit one. We have a chance tonight. We'll do a 3-gamer again. Came close
did
the
go
other
2
night.
for 3 the
we
other
got
day,
two.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's keep it more manageable, and we'll get there.
All right. Fair enough. Just wanted to throw it out there right away because people in the chat.
It was a better night betting size in totals, at least. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, as a show yesterday, 11 bets given out. We end up 1.73 units up on the day, 18% ROI. So we'll take
A couple
that.
of tough pushes there too, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
we push on the Canucks Kings under 6, push on the Isles Sens under 6 there as well.
Isles one
And
had an
Blues
empty net
Utah.
goal with the Isles one had an empty net goal with like 7 seconds left. From deep in his own end, he shot the puck down the ice and scored. And then Utah scored, I think, with 3 or 4 seconds left into the empty net. So
Did you get a win? Portland +4 some money? No.
No.
Wow. All right, fair enough. We'll get better today. Yeah, every day is an opportunity to get better, and that's what we'll do here today. And everyone knows that the NHL is back, and FanDuel is bringing more action than ever because everyone knows hockey just hits different. Load up a power play with the hottest same-game parlays found on the Parlay Hub. Lace them up and follow your bets of player prop tracking or bet on the fly with the Pulse. The hunt for the cup starts here. You can get more from the NHL with FanDuel, North America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers can kick off the season with $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Just place any $5 bet and you'll get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Disclaimer, please play responsibly. You must be 19 plus and physically located in Ontario. Gambling problem, call 1-866-531-2600. That's 1-866-531-2600 or visit connectsontario.ca. Tough for the anytime goals, but keep it moving. Let's go through the 3 games that we've got side or total tonight, and then we'll go run it right back with another anytime goal score parlay to close out the show here today. If you got questions about games or anything like that, send them in the chat. If you got your own goal scores, send them in the chat. We'll bring them up at the very end. Let's start with Detroit, Toronto. And right now, the Red Wings +150, the Maple Leafs -182, total of 6.5, +108 to the over right now on FanDuel. Moretto, let's go to you first for this Leafs-Red Wings matchup. Do you have anything in this game?
You got all in my head, Zach, about you brought up a really good point about how this is a prime spot for the Leafs to lay an egg. Coming off a big win over Boston, they exercised their demons and everything's looking great for the Leafs. And now it's like, oh, Hall of Fame game, big ceremony before the game, home to a bad Red Wings team. This is a prime spot for the Leafs to not show up. So has me a bit more, not that I was looking to lay it with the Leafs here necessarily anyways. But you got me thinking on the Detroit side, at least. I still don't think Detroit is a good team. They obviously showed much better against Chicago the other day. But again, this is a big step up in class here. We like to think. It's going to be Stolarz in net. The thing now that we have to monitor, though, is Detroit going to be missing guys? Because it sounds like there's a flu bug going through the team. They have to call Husso up on an emergency basis, which means I think it sounds like Talbot's not available. Lyon's going to start tonight. Lyon has been really bad the last couple of games, which is kind of, I was looking to play an under here, but with Lyon in net, it kind of scares me a little bit. So I definitely lean that way. Just, maybe the Leafs come out a little bit flat. Detroit's really struggling to generate offense. Leafs defensively still playing really well. Stolarz in net, which I like. But yeah, I don't love it necessarily with Uso here. I mean, sorry, with Lion.
Yeah. Don't love it with him. So money, do you love anything in this one enough for you to jump on and have a bet?
Yeah, so Alex leans that way, and I will go ahead and push us over the edge here.
Push push us.
Yeah,
Push.
I like the under here. Detroit, they are so we know Toronto is playing well defensively. We've talked about that. They do a good job suppressing the chances. Detroit has been playing well defensively. Now the edge here is that it looks as if Detroit is generating more. The problem is that was against Buffalo and Chicago, right? And then you go back a little bit farther when Detroit does play better defensive teams, and if they do get decent goaltending, their games are staying under. So I think 6 is good here. I did play the under 6, and I just wanted to look up something with Toronto. Yes, as Alex mentioned, line is in net and against Stolarz. Stolar's numbers have been trending better as well. He had a little bit of a bump in the road there, but he's starting to turn it around. So I'm hoping that we get Lion has been significantly below average, and he's been below his baseline as well. So I'm hoping that even if he's a little bit below his baseline, we'll still get the under 6 here. So we're good. Let's go with the under.
Under 6 minus 102. First bet locked in. Moretto leans, so money says, fuck it, we're all in. We're betting that one. That's the first one of the day here. I mean, just on these guys, I cashed out on my Joe Wall ticket. They're offering full cash out on it. I bet it 100-1 to start the season. Vesna, full cash out. I'm like, this is the biggest no-brainer of all time. Yeah, pretty much, probably. It's like, yeah, I can't not take that one because this one is a guaranteed loser at this point. So I'm out. Stolarz for Vesna though. Maybe Moretto. You were looking at Sam Montembeault. That one's dead already.
That's dead. That's dead. Everything's dead in Montreal.
Maybe it'll be a guy in Toronto. The whole team's dead. It's over. You know where it's not over? In Washington somehow. It might be down in Pittsburgh, but Washington feels like they've got a resurgence of life here. Spencer Carberry behind the bench. Ovi's trying to win himself the Selke for the first time. He's got a partner alongside him, and Dylan Strome there, who's able to get things done. And this Washington team, minus 176 tonight against Pittsburgh, plus 146. Total of 6.5. Minus 110 on either side of the total there, excuse me. So money, what are your thoughts on this game tonight? Are you going to be getting behind Washington at this big price against Pittsburgh?
No. I mean, Washington should be the heavy favorite here. And again, it's one of those situations where Washington is inflated. There's no question about that. But it's not something that I want to get involved with. Like the over a bit, but it's been already it's already priced appropriately. So I will pass. I really enjoy watching this Washington team. I think that I've mentioned earlier how slow that I felt Pittsburgh was, and we saw that again last night. I mean, this is a really slow team, and it'll be another situation where Washington if Washington wants to skate tonight, they should be able to name their score.
Okay. Anything for you in this one, Moretto?
No, I was really, really hoping for some 6s here, even some heavily juiced 6s to get on an over. But yeah, it is priced well because honestly, the one thing I'll mention is that we've talked poorly about Pittsburgh a lot, and I think with good reason. Now the schedule hasn't been the toughest, but they have kind of looked better. They're offensively have been good. Defensively, they've still obviously shown some cracks, but they've been better defensively than they were earlier in the year. And like as a team, they are playing much better hockey. I thought it was about to get really ugly for them, and they seem to have somewhat turned things around a little bit. Now let's see if it's sustainable. I'm not sure. Obviously last night looked ugly, but like it wasn't as bad as the scoreline kind of suggested. They're not necessarily getting goaltending, which is a big issue, and I think that'll continue to be a big issue for them. So that's something that might hold them back from like turning these better performances into results. But yeah, I think everything's kind of priced accordingly here. If by some chance the under takes like some money and we can get like maybe even plus money 6.5, then I'd like to get an over here, but I don't anticipate that being the case, especially not with Bloomquist going in that tonight.
Okay, keep going then. Last game of the night to take a look at before we get to our, or two more games, sorry, before we get to our anytime goal scorers for tonight. Vegas, Seattle. Let's go here. We have Vegas minus 137, Seattle plus 114, total of 6.5, plus 110 over on FanDuel, minus 134 under. Moretto, back to you. Anything in this game?
No, I think I just need to stay away from Vegas games for a while, honestly, because doesn't matter. This could be like an 8.5. I could take an under. This could be a 3.5. I could take an over, and I'd still probably lose it. I just cannot seem to get this Vegas team right. I do not think they're as good as their performance suggested. They're obviously winning a bunch of games lately. I'm still not in love with this team, but again, so many talked about it, and we've talked about it before on here, where Seattle really struggles when they step up in class. So I would kind of like to maybe continue to fade them in these spots, but Vegas isn't a team that I'm looking to do it with. So not necessarily, neither of them are teams I'm looking to buy on right now. And in terms of the total, I would with these Vegas games, it's hard to get on unders, and with Seattle, it's kind of hard to get on overs. So I'm just kind of staying away from this one altogether, and I'm excited to see what So Money has, because I'm sure he's going to end up having something here that catches me off guard.
Is that the case, So Money?
No, not here. Yeah, I'm just I'm waiting for Seattle to start playing some shitty teams again. They've had Toronto, Ottawa, Boston, Colorado. They haven't looked good. They haven't played well. And no, I'm not putting Ottawa in that caliber of teams. I'm just saying that Ottawa is still better than Seattle, so it's still a step up. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Seattle to play some bad teams here. Vegas, high on Vegas. I think they're fine. I think they're gonna. I still think they're gonna win that division, and I think the line is priced fairly. So I'll pass. But I do want to start betting Seattle against bad teams. We're just not there yet. I hope they get killed tonight, though.
Yeah, makes sense. Final game that we got to get to here: Wild and the Ducks. Minnesota minus 188, Anaheim plus 155. Total of 5.5, plus 112 under, minus 138 over on FanDuel right now. So Money, back to you. Final game. What do you got, if anything?
Under. Let's go with the under. Up to minus 115, we can still get right on the 6.
Yeah, I'm just checking for you, but yeah.
Yeah. So concern here would be Anaheim's goaltending. Unless if someone can correct me and I missed it, I don't think Dostal has been confirmed, right? So this could be a spot where he might get a game off, which obviously is not ideal. But even if he does, Minnesota is we should get Gustafsson back in net. Minnesota's playing strong defensively.
I think Gustafsson's confirmed, or well, I guess not confirmed, but yeah, he's pretty much.
Yeah, and then so my thoughts on this game, and even not waiting for Anaheim's goaltending, is that the way that Minnesota wants to play this game, they should be able to dictate how they want to play, and Minnesota does want to tighten it up. I see this as similar to the Canucks Anaheim game last week, where Minnesota just it should be a business trip for them. They're going to go in, do what they need to do, and get out. And Minnesota doing what they need to do in a game like this means that they're going to tighten up defensively, and we're going to end up with like a 3-1 score. So I do like the under. Played it. Would be unfortunate if we don't get Dostal, but I'm okay with taking that chance right now.
Okay, under 6, minus 110. We grab there for another best bet on the show here today. Moretto, any other thoughts on this game?
I concur. I'm on the under here as well. That's my only thing I've bet so far today. I'm hopeful that we get Dostal. He started a longer stretch than this already this season, and then they play Columbus at home on Sunday. So I'm hoping maybe they see that as a spot to get Reimer in instead of tonight against the Wild, where maybe they'll tougher game. I don't know, but just to add to what so many pretty much said it perfectly, but just to add to that, Anaheim's offense, their numbers kind of fall off a cliff when they step up in class, like against the Devils, against the Rangers, against Vancouver. We saw like it is miserable. They're not able to generate anything. This is about as tough of a matchup for their offense as you'll get against pretty much anyone here, the way the Wild are playing defense right now. So yeah, the Wild should be able to just completely suck the life out of this game, dictate the tempo, grab a few goals and pack up, close up shop and move on, especially here on a back-to-back. There's no need to go nuts. So yeah, give me under 6 is good here.
All right, there you go. Double on that one. As for our best bets today, 2 picks that we gave out for sides and totals. We go Red Wings Leafs under 6 -102, and then Wild Ducks under 6 -110. Those are the 2. Let's try to turn things around here, gentlemen, and let's start winning some goddamn goal scorers. And let's see what the chat's got for us. I think one of the good points that was brought up here as well was that parlay hits if Albert never grabs those sunglasses. That put us in the wrong direction for sure, John. All right, let's get to it. Send yours in the chat. If you guys have your own that you want to bring up, let me know as well. But starting with this, John Johnson, Crosby scores. Crosby tonight against Washington. What are your thoughts on this? Crosby is at plus 180. That's very close to best price in market, so it's not like we're sacrificing too much there, but yeah.
Has he? I just want to look up to see how he's been generating lately.
Scrolling through the chat too. I want to see how many suggestions we have, so I know where to.
There's like 5
1,
right
2,
now, I
3,
think.
4, 5.
Oh, 6.
6.
I'm okay with Crosby.
That means if we do Crosby, we can't do McMichael, who's basically scored every single time we've put him into this. Every time we put him into this parlay.
That's true. Okay, so
he's been good to us. He's been really good to us.
All right, we'll go King McMichael.
Okay, King McMichael is in. McMichael in. While we have Sam's comment up here, Sam also said Hurdle plus 270.
I'd rather play a Vegas player than Seattle player there, that's for sure. Do we have any other? We don't have any other suggestions in that game. Oh, we have McCann. Yeah, we do. I mean, I think I'd rather Hurdle than than McCann,
right.
just because.
Okay, let's go Hurdle.
That McCann number is really good though compared to the rest of the market. 240, it's like 200, 190, kind of everywhere else.
What do you think, So Money? Your final.
I'm fine with either.
I would go Hurdle.
All right. Hurdle it is. 270. Hurdle in. There you go. Those are the first 2. So we now have McMichael and Hurdle. Charles says Willie Styles. Nylander tonight.
He is 130. I don't love that.
I don't.
Should we go back to the Marner well? Not a great number at FanDuel, but
what do we got on Marner? 180. I mean,
we do need a guy from that game to round this out, though.
Huh.
Come on, Mr. Leaf. Who's scoring tonight?
Well,
Morgan Riley, 750.
No.
Max Dooley.
No. Hold on, let me see what this one is. I would bet this one elsewhere, not here. I mean, if for other people, like looking Pacioretty, 330 is. There's a lot of places that have that. I wouldn't do it at 270 at FanDuel right now, truthfully, but I have some interest in Nyes, 220. He's going to be playing power play 1. Matthews didn't skate this morning.
Matthews definitely not playing tonight, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm good with Nyes.
All right, Nyes in. Like, I think that's still probably a good number at this point.
A couple really nice prices at FanDuel. Mason McTavish plus 500. I know we have the under there, and we don't like Anaheim to generate much, so it's tough to get behind that. But plus 500, where the rest of the market is like 350, 375 kind of area. That's a nice number to keep an eye out if you're looking to bet some of these individually at FanDuel. And Matthew Boldy plus 180, bested market at FanDuel too. Don't mind that one.
Trying to see if there's anything else. Troy Terry, plus 270 is also best price at FanDuel and sticking out here a little bit on the prop tool.
Mm-hmm.
We've got 3 right now.
We don't need to force a
McMichael,
fourth in
Hurdle,
that
and
late
Nyes.
game. That late game's going to potentially be 1-0 into the shootout. So, we got to, 0-0 into the shootout, 1-0 final. So, no goal scorers cash. Just no blanket, no goal on everyone. Gustafson.
That's the other one. What is this one? I'm trying to find a number. Carlson, Leo Carlson, 370. It is best price in market by a lot in that Minnesota Anaheim game, but also it's what you guys just discussed. So
FanDuel has best price in market on all these Ducks players. It seems like maybe we should be betting Gustafson shutout or something instead.
Yeah, seriously.
I think they're on to something here.
Yeah. All right. We want to leave it at the 3 then? Do you have any?
Did you have
anything else you wanted to add?
At 3.
No, I think we should leave it at 3. I like our
Okay.
3. I think tonight's the night.
That's it.
Yeah.
Tonight's the night.
Definitely.
Cap it at 3. These are the 3 that we have here right now as well. Take a look over on FanDuel. King McMichael, as Sam calls him, plus 240. Thomas Hurdle, plus 270. And Matthew Nyes, plus 220. That will be $10 to pay 392. Yeah, that's reasonable. There you go. Keep it simple. Calm down a little bit. Let's not go crazy with these. That's locked in as our anytime goal scorer parlay. Our best bets that we gave out 2 on totals. First was Detroit Toronto under 6 minus 102. Next, Minnesota Anaheim under 6 minus 110. Those are our best bets. You guys got anything to add before we get out of here and head off for the weekend?
No, not today.
All right.
Big game tomorrow night. Big game tomorrow night in Toronto. Montreal, Toronto. This could be the straw that breaks my back. So we'll see what happens. A miserable performance, and I'm out on the NHL for a little bit, I think.
Okay, let's do like a realistic prediction here. How you foresee this game going tomorrow night?
Depends. It all depends on how tonight's game goes, right? Because if the Leafs come out and win like 4-0 against Detroit, then tomorrow's the egg game. If they kind of lay that egg tonight, then I'm a little bit concerned. Then I'm a little and then we're hitting the button. Button. Is Matthews going to play too? I don't know. I would lean towards no. I don't anticipate him playing it all this weekend, but I will say Habs played. It was like I've sat through a lot of losses lately. They played very good last night. They showed some real fight, and they actually were in that game with New Jersey, and they were the better team for most of that second and third period. Obviously, the quality of the Devils kind of shines through there when they get their chances. They finish their chances, whereas Montreal needs a lot of chances to finish. But they played well. It was not that 5-1 minus 3.5 game like we were expecting. The Habs showed up, so something to build on, hopefully.
Charles says, Moretto, I'm addicted to betting the Habs.
It's not going well.
It's not going well.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm addicted to the pain too. Not betting this, but I sit through every game, start to finish, and I hate myself for it more often than painful. Not. It is. It is. Yeah.
Also, just quick note on Matthews. Obviously, not going tonight. Don't think he'll go tomorrow either. From what I'm hearing, it would be back re-aggravation. The back injury that he sustained 2 years ago at the beginning of the season seems to have come back up, and he tried to play through it to start, or I don't even know if it was to start, but at least the last couple of weeks, and has decided that it's reached a point of needing to sit out. So that's where we're at on that.
Hopefully it's something that lingers all season.
Oh my God. Fuck you.
I'm not above it. I'm not above it.
All
Unreal,
right.
man. One more.
Uh,
One
one
more
more.
game. We're gonna go
Oh,
to the
yeah.
CFL.
Oh,
Okay.
Saskatchewan Rough Riders +4.
I'm gonna go find this right now
Yeah,
myself.
I mean,
Thank you.
I'm definitely going to be betting this now.
Rough Riders. Oh
So,
man, I
money.
need to clean my.
My dad went to the Argos game this past weekend.
Oh, nice. How do
Froze
you
his
like it?
ass off. It was pretty cold here. It's good.
Yeah.
His best friend has season tickets. He's been to like every game for the last like 50 years. So my dad goes a few times a year with him, and yeah, I can't say I watched a second of it. I was watching hockey and college football, but seems like it was a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It went back and forth.
All right, there you go. There's another one added in. Another CFL bet to close this one out. That's what you come for. You get the NHL bets, you get the props, you get the goal scorers, and then just a sneaky other game thrown in there on top. That's what it's all about. Thanks so much to everyone who watched here today. We appreciate you as always. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe here to the channel. If you haven't already, turn on notifications as well. We appreciate you all. We'll be back on Monday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time for more picks and previews. Also, as well, make sure to follow us on Twitter at EdgeworkHQ. We will tweet out some plays tomorrow for what we are on throughout the day for all the NHL games. And maybe, I don't know, who knows? Somebody may tweet out random college football game. You have to tune in to find out. Thanks so much to everyone who watched here today. Appreciate it as always. Moretto, So Money, thank you guys. We'll be back on Monday. Enjoy the games tonight. Enjoy the games this weekend. Good luck in your bets.